after my appointment, I waited in my car, and when she was done working, I ran her ass over. I performed earlier today all the way over in Ronkonkoma. I know my career is just taking off. And I told them I was coming all the way over here to the Gabino catering hall. And I said if anybody would like to donate any gas money for me to get there, that would be great. And this one guy in the audience pulled out a $100 bill. And he said, Tugboat Manny, if I give this to you, will you leave now? So I waited in my car. And then I ran his ass over. Yeah. I'll take the one applause over there. I recently went to go see Kevin James perform. You guys all know him? He went to my high school, Ward Melville High School, my high school, not his. Mine. And when I got to see him, I got myself front row seat ticket just like you guys. Aren't you so lucky? And when I got to my seat, there was this woman sitting next to me, and she goes, "You're Tugboat Manny." I go, "Yeah, how do you know?" She goes, "I once saw you perform at the Suffolk Palace Diner in Selden." She goes, "You know, right after you performed, that place closed down." So I guess it's safe to say tonight's the end of the Gabino Catering Hall. Yeah. Oh, I recently performed in front of Teresa Caputo. You guys all know her? Anybody not know her? She's known as the Long Island Medium. Yeah, you know she's a star. She's not like a bunch of uppity people in Medford. And I couldn't wait to go home and tell my mother. And when I got there, I said, "Ma, I just performed in front of Teresa Caputo." And she goes, "Wow, Tugboat Manny, that's the closest that you've ever come to a medium." So after I waited in my car, and I ran my mother's ass over. What kind of car? It's a Subaru Outback. Anybody? You know, but no, really, I need. By the way, after the show, is anybody heading home towards Patchogue? Because I need a ride. I'm broke. Where we running over together? Who we running over?
Yeah, any volunteers, guys?
What the hell just happened? What in the hell? Who we running over? You running him over? I'm running you over. Thank you. You started talking to him. Thank you. Oh my God. I take an improv class at Second City in Brooklyn. You know, that's where Bill Murray, Will Ferrell, John Candy, and now Tugboat Manny came from. Yeah. And last week, somebody in improv class said how koala bears carry chlamydia. So at the end of class, we have to step forward, say our name and what we learned. So I stepped forward and I said, "I'm Tugboat Manny." And I learned that I'm not the only one who has chlamydia. Guys, I had the hots for Marissa.
Who doesn't?
Right? I had the hots for Marissa, and I call her all the time. And she's like, you know, Tugboat Manny, you're like a stalker. But I'm willing to meet you in a public place. Where are you now? And I said, turn around. Yeah. Oh, we had a very serious border crisis in our country the past few years. And I don't have a problem with immigrants coming in. But just to be fair, I think that they too should also get the extended car warranty phone call. It's only fair. It's only fair. Oh, and I just prepaid and pre-planned my funeral. Yeah, didn't mean to bring down the room. It's going to be right after the show.
I know. Then I'll give you gas money.
Now the audience is writing the joke. Then she'll give me gas money for the hearse.
Wait, how are you dying? Is someone running over?
You know whose ass is going to get run over right after the show? And you know what? And I'm going to put 175,000% tariff on her. Keep trying me. Okay? Make Medford great again. I don't know what happened to this town. Everyone just screams at you when you go down the road. We got to run all of this. Yeah. So like I was saying, I prepaid for my funeral. And like I said earlier, looking out at some of you guys, you might want to think about doing the same thing. And they said, you're Tugboat Manny. They said, you're a famous comedian. You're performing at the Gabino Catering Hall. You're probably going to need a lot of mass cards. And I said, easy there. That's another $17. And then funeral director pulled out the measuring tape. You laugh. Well, you're laughing at my funeral, my pre-planned funeral. And she measured me and she goes, we're going to have to charge you for a plot and a half at the cemetery. And I said, why? And she said, because you're going to go into the Sullivans right next to you. And I said, who are the Sullivans? She said, Mr. Sullivan died in 1909. I said, he ain't even going to know. And then we go up and look at the caskets. And she shows me this military one, which, by the way, are there any veterans here tonight? Oh, yeah. All right, round of applause for our veterans. That's right. I, too, am a former Naval Reserve veteran of the Gulf War era. I'm sure you guys all heard of Naval SEAL Team 6. I have nothing to do with that. I was actually part of Walrus Team 7. We did a lot of secret missions at buffet. And if you don't believe me, just go down to Mar-a-Lago as all the classified documents are down there. So we go up and we look at the caskets, and I saw this beautiful military one with flags, navy blue, and I go, oh, that one's so nice. And the funeral director looks at me and she goes, Tugboat Manny, although I think you would look really good in that one, we're going to have to take you into the other room where we have our piano crates. And then we go downstairs and she rings up the price She goes, that'll be $17,000. I thought he had a stroke, a heart attack, something was gonna. And then she goes, I go, can it be cheaper? She goes, or you could be cremated, which goes by weight. And she smiled at me and said that would be $77,000. So after my appointment with her, I waited in my car. And I ran her ass over. And now there's going to be 2 funerals after the show. Oh, this is great. This is so awesome. I got to tell you guys something. I think that midget porn should be half off. We got some people laughing, some people clapping, a couple people farting. Oh my God! Wow, you guys are going to hell. You're gonna get run over in hell. And when I was a kid, my father used to work in a porno store, and I really loved Bring Your Son to Work Day. But career day was the worst at my school. Because I had the only father who stood up there and he said, now kids, this right here is 1995. And my teacher, she was so upset because she paid $49.95. And guys, listen, a lot of people are complaining about the federal government. Heck, with these political times, I decided that I'm moving out of the country. I'm moving to Staten Island. And people are complaining about the federal government. I mean, these are very scary. These are scary times. But I'm glad that my mother, that she still gets her Social Security checks. Yep. Right? May she rest in peace. Whatever you do, don't tell Doge or Elon Musk. Everything's working out great. Thank you. I'm Tugboat Manny.
Flew to India, answered my own call. Had to call AAA last week. Get this, they're on hold message. If you're calling from a rotary phone, please hold. Calling from a rotary? If you're calling from a rotary phone, you don't mind holding. You're deceased. You ever call JetBlue and get put on hold? They used to tell you jokes while you're on hold. Does anybody remember that? I used to call all the time just to get new material. I called JetBlue last week. Here's how that went. Thank you for calling JetBlue. To continue in English, press or say 1. 1. Thank you for calling JetBlue. Do you know the flight number? No. I'm sorry. I did not understand your response. Do you know the flight number? No. Did you say no? Yes. Yes, you do know the flight number. No. I'm sorry, I did not understand your response. Goodbye. Thank you. Thank you, one person over there, thank you. Struggling with technology. I will tell you people here tonight, I am done with the electronic signature, okay? When I'm at CVS and I got Einstein behind the counter, all right, I just play along. Just sign right there and press the green button. I smile, I look him right in the eye, and then I just write, fuck you. CVS. I was at CVS buying Tic Tacs. A pack of Tic Tacs, sir. The receipt was 6 feet long. And on the receipt there were coupons for Centrum Silver, Miralax, and adult diapers. Trying to tell me something? I didn't even know what Miralax was. You guys know what it is? Does everybody know what it is? Stool softener, huh? It's got to be a good product. CVS is telling me I'm gonna need adult diapers. You see, after I take the Miralax, I'm gonna shit my pants. If I have to explain a lot of these jokes, it's gonna be a really long night. So get this. My insurance company sends me a notice telling me they no longer want me to go to my doctor in person. They want me to do the telehealth virtually with the phone. Anybody else? You know what I'm talking about? This is real. This is happening, yeah. So I'm like, yeah, okay, but what if I need a colonoscopy? How's that gonna work? Hello, yes, what's that? Yes, doctor. Okay, what? Put it where? Oh, okay, hold on. Oh, hold on, Doc. I think I left my phone on vibrate. I like that joke. Every time I go to the doctor now, he's always trying to shove something up my ass. I spent my entire life trying to prevent this from happening. Now, honestly, I just want to make sure my insurance is going to pay for it. Go to the gym, try to stay in shape. I'm very self-conscious. I won't change at the gym, but can somebody tell me, what is the deal with the older guys in the locker room? So comfortable in their nakedness, roaming around, strolling around, shaving, showering, carrying on like they're at a private suite at the Four Seasons. And there's always a lot of stretching going on. There's a lot of toweling, powdering. It's disgusting. I don't want to see this. And they're always trying to talk. I'm trying to get the hell out of there. Hey, how was your workout, buddy? Can you believe I'm 89? And they're always bragging about their medical marijuana this, medical marijuana that. I can't relate. I'll share something with you people. I never smoked marijuana because I had read that marijuana, it like affects your memory. It was a long time ago. I don't really remember the whole article. You guys laugh at the weirdest times. So, I'm getting older, and I realize I'm at the point now in my marriage where everything I do somehow annoys my wife. You know what I'm talking about, sir? You know what I'm talking about. You look like the kind of guy that annoys his wife. Can I be honest with you? You're kind of annoying me right now. So I think the best way for me to share with you the many ways that I feel that I annoy my wife is by reading to you, reciting a Dr. Seuss poem. Can I do that for you right now? I do not like you in the home. I would prefer if you would roam. I do not like you on the phone. I think I'd like to be alone. I do not like the way you chew. Did you grow up in a zoo? I cannot stand the way you drive. I would prefer to stay alive. I cannot stand the clothes you wear. Lying here and lying there. I hate the way you watch TV. So damn loud, it's torturing me. I cannot stand the way you talk. It's like a blackboard with some chalk. I cannot stand when you're awake. I really think I need a break. I cannot stand you when you snore. I cannot stand you anymore. Thank you. Anybody a fan of the Weather Channel? I love the Weather Channel. I love that local forecast that they do. You've all seen this. This is Local on the 8s. Local on the 8th. This is where they have like an announcer voice that tells us about the weather, and then when we're reading about the weather on our TV screens, they play jazz music, right? Well, I'd like to reveal here tonight what I truly believe is going on behind the scenes at the Weather Channel. This is behind the scenes at the Weather Channel. I think you're gonna like this. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Current temperature, 64 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. The 5-day forecast. Local Doppler radar. Come on, how great is that? That's the Weather Channel, yeah.
Which means 14 fucking hours in LA. So I'm here with you guys tonight. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be back. Just 'cause it's good to be working again. Because we're comedians. During the pandemic, we were out of work for a couple of years, and it's good to be working. I remember the last show that I did before everything shut down for the pandemic. I was working in Jersey. I was working at a theater in New Jersey, and I love Jersey. I love working there. I love the people. It just gets annoying because every time I'm in Jersey, I have to keep reassuring people that I wasn't their last governor. Oh yeah, he looks like Chris Christie and he dresses like the gay guy from Modern Family. I know. That's me. Chris Christie. Oh my! Remember old Chris Christie? Remember a few years ago, 4th of July, he closed down all the beaches on Jersey. That pissed me off because I love 4th of July. I'll tell you what I did last year for 4th of July. I went out to Coney Island for lunch, and I inadvertently came in 3rd place in the Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest. Thank you very much. Yeah, they handed me a trophy. I'm like, I'm just here to ride the cyclone. I don't know what to do. Tugboat Manny tied for 3rd. I love summertime. I love going. We're about the weather's getting nicer. We're starting to go to barbecues. Here's a little tip: you guys have a barbecue at your house, don't embarrass yourself. Heinz ketchup only. Only serve Heinz ketchup. Right? None of that Hunt's bullshit. Yeah. If you serve Hunt's ketchup at a barbecue, that's just a subtle way of telling people that you're going into foreclosure. Garbage ketchup. But now it is good to be back though, because I'm a road comedian. I'm used to being on the road every weekend doing this. You learn a lot when you're on the road doing comedy. One of the biggest things I've learned is no matter what size you are, no matter what kind of shape you might be in, if you want to feel good about your body, go to a state fair in West Virginia. I'm the skinny guy at a state fair in West Virginia. Most times I'm the hottest chick. That is West Virginia. Oh my God. About 2 years ago, I got invited to do a show at a state fair in West Virginia. I'm driving out there. I had these horrible directions that they emailed to me. One of the last things on the directions said, make a left after the Italian restaurant, right? So I'm driving hour and a half up and down this one main road they have in this town in West Virginia. Couldn't find the Italian restaurant. Finally called the venue. I said, can you at least give me the name of the Italian restaurant? Can't find it. Guy on the other end of the line in West Virginia goes, oh, you're looking for the Italian restaurant. It's called Domino's. You're looking for Domino's. Hour and a half I'm driving. I can't find them. I finally go up and said, are you talking about Domino's? Domino's Pizza's your Italian restaurant? Are you kidding me? Hour and a half I was driving up and down that road. I passed Domino's 14 times. Stopped there to eat 3 times. Well, I finally get there. I get to the state fair. I had a little time to kill before the show started. Stopped at a booth that they had there. What they sell at this booth was fried butter. Fried butter's a thing in West Virginia, right? And I was trying to be a little bit healthy. I was just eating a regular stick of butter. like the pretentious guy from New York. I'm like, can I have my butter grilled? Is that a thing? There were 3 gigantic guys just sitting around this booth. They were just shoveling fried butter in their mouths, and they didn't like me. They didn't like the skinny guy. Hear all little comments they were making each other. They didn't like me. They pointed at me. One of them just goes, oh, well, would you look at Mr. Fitness over there? One of the points at me, he goes, who's he trying to impress eating all them vegetables? I was eating a corn dog. West Virginia vegetables. It's so good to be back though, because I had the COVID. I'm sure most of us had the COVID, right? But I had the real COVID. I had the original COVID. I had the Wuhan wet market fucking bat COVID. Not the Omicron sniffles. I got COVID right away when it first came out, and I was really sick for a couple weeks. I had bilateral pneumonia. I was in the hospital. But I got over it. I got the antibodies, and I still got vaccinated. I'm vaccinated. But I'm not one of those people. I don't push it on people. I don't like vaccine mandates. Like, I only got vaccinated because if I didn't, I'd be a pretty big hypocrite. Because the last 20 years, I've put a lot of questionable stuff into my body. I'm 6 McRibs deep this week, no questions asked. the vaccine. I'm a hypocrite, right? Like I said, though, I don't like the mandates. I don't push it on people. Like I said, like I have a girlfriend. My girlfriend decided not to get vaccinated, and I love it. And I'll tell you why. Because during the pandemic, we spent a lot of time in Manhattan, and she wasn't allowed in restaurants. She wasn't allowed at Broadway shows. I did the math. In 3 months, I saved $37,000. Thank you very much. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. One day she was like, Mike, maybe I will get the vaccine. I'm like, no, you don't want to risk it. You don't want to risk it, baby. I want to roll the dice here. I come from a big neurotic Italian family. Every year we have a big Italian family reunion upstate here in New York. Going up there every year since I'm a little kid. Notice now that I'm a little bit older, I spend most of my time at my family reunions, like looking at my attractive cousins, trying to figure out how related we are. Every day on Ancestry.com, like, oh, it's my mother's cousin's daughter. I could sleep with her. That's fine. It's not fine, I found out. But oh my God, Ancestry.com. I don't know if anybody in here has ever taken the Ancestry test, but about 3 years ago, my mother and her 4 sisters, all 5 of them, took the Ancestry.com test. And true story, found out that they had a half-brother that they didn't know about for 62 years, right? And it was really cool. It was exciting. We have a new family member. I was 37 years old. I have a new uncle. It was really cool. I got to meet him about a year ago. Really cool guy. He did the nicest thing. What he did was, like I said, I was 37 years old. He gave me 37 birthday cards, each with $10 in it. It was nice. It was really sweet, right? And then he made me sit on his lap and told me to keep it our little secret. Full uncle experience in one day. It was awesome. I'm just kidding. I know there was no $10. He was giving me signals as I was sitting in his lap. No, it's a true story. When my mom first found out that she had this new brother, she was really upset when she found out, because what happened was, 62 years ago, her father had an affair on her mother, right? And this is how my mother's finding out, and she's super upset, and I'm trying to make her feel better. I'm like, Mom, this is a positive thing. We have a new family member. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll even take the test. My father goes, you're not taking that fucking test. Get back on Uncle Gary's lap and shut up. It's my family. We do have the family reunion every year, and we're Italians. What we do is we just eat all day long, right? From the time we wake up to the time we go to sleep. Sunday dinner starts Thursday afternoon. That's what we do. We got a little health conscious, though. Over the years, after we eat all this food, we have a big backyard up there, so we get a little exercise in. So we play the national sport of Italy. Italians, anybody? Bocce, right? Bocce ball. The laziest game in the world. That's our exercise. If you're not familiar with bocce ball, right? What you do is you take the tiny little ball and you toss it ever so gently, and then you take a slightly bigger ball and you roll it to try to get it near the little ball. And that's it. We think we can burn 45,000 calories, right? Rolling a little wooden ball 30 yards, right? If you were 50 years old, you don't even stand up to do it. You sit in the lawn chair. We have fun playing the bocce ball game every year. We have 2 uncles that run the bocce ball game every year. There's my Uncle Vinny, my Uncle Tuna. Uncle Tuna's 4 foot tall, 6 foot wide. He's built like a tuna can. That's what we call him. 2 of them are hilarious. So last time we're playing, Uncle Vinny's getting ready to take his shot, right? He's taking forever to make his shot. He's measuring the wind, measuring the angles. Uncle Tuna goes, Vin, would you take your shot already? You take it forever. We don't have all day. Uncle Vin goes, Tuna, my wife is right over there. She's watching me. I got to make the perfect shot here. Uncle Tuna looks and goes, Vin, there ain't no freaking way you can hit her from all the way back here. That's my family. I love my family. I have a great family. I'm what you call a stay-at-home son. I'm not married. I'm Italian. I still live at home. That's what you do, right? My mother's always asking me, she's like, Mike, when are you going to get married, move out of the house? She asked me as well as she's cooking my dinner, folding my laundry, and balancing my checkbook all at the same time. Like, you're not getting rid of me, you enabler. I'm not going anywhere. Love her. My mother's awesome. My mother's a cute little Italian lady. She's getting a little bit older. She's doing some crazy shit, though. About a week ago, I had to borrow $20 from my mother because I'm a comedian. I had to borrow $20 from her. She goes, Mike, just go in my purse, help yourself. You'll find $20 in there, right? So I'm feeling around in my mother's purse, and I feel what feels like a small pistol, right? So I figured it's one of my nephew's toys. They were over the house the other day. My mother goes, Mike, be careful. That's loaded. I'm like, Mom, why are you walking around with a loaded gun? My little Italian mother looks at me. She just goes, it's because of rape. I know. Do you know how unsettling it is knowing that my mother's out there raping people at gunpoint? Sick. It's a sick woman. My mother loves that joke, I swear to God. Like, she'll sit in the back of the room and she'll go, Mike, do the rape one now. Like, shut up, crazy lady. She's awesome, my mom. Love my mom. My mother's got the biggest heart in the world. She means well. A little naive sometimes, though. Like, I had a birthday recently. For my birthday, she got me a gift certificate to get a massage, right? But she didn't get a, like, massage envy or, like, a nice spa. She got, like, one of those abandoned shopping mall, happy ending kind of massage places, right? Right? Like, she had no idea, but I knew because I had been there before.
Why are you looking at me?
Massage, right? Yeah. She's not good with gifts, my mom. You know what else she got me for my birthday? She got me one of those Fitbits. Like Richard mentioned, if she's a Fitbit, she got me one of those because she's very subtle. And, right, like we said, you know, the Fitbit, right? You put it on your wrist and it's supposed to count how many steps you take a day. And you're supposed to take 10,000 steps a day. And it's for exercise, right? First day with the Fitbit, end of the day, I looked down and it said -12. Like, how the hell do I owe steps to the Fitbit? I don't know what the repayment system is on this thing. What I learned, though, the Fitbit, though, I don't know if you know, it's not actually counting every single step you take. It's just calibrated to go by your movement. It just measures your movement throughout the day. I learned that one day when I was alone.
That'll do it.
I was watching women's volleyball. And 20 minutes later, I looked down. I'm like, holy shit, 47,000. 2.5 miles I just did. You guys are sick. You were right with me on that one. You guys are a little sick and messed up. I'm going to tell you a quick little story, and it's not even part of my set. It just happened to me recently, and it messed me up, and you guys are fucked up. So I think you'll appreciate it. I was telling about my mother. My mother recently attended, and ladies will get what this is. Guys, I'll fill you in a second. My mother recently attended a passion party. Whoa, hey, right, lady. Party women, all right. I love you guys. If you don't know what a passion party is, what it is, it's basically like a Tupperware party, but for sex toys. My mother went to one of these freaking things recently, right? And this is how she gets involved in this thing. Like I said, she has this new brother that she found, and his daughter runs these parties. So my mother wants to be supportive, right? She signs up for this thing, right? So my mother, you know, like I said, they live down in Maryland, and we're in New York. So she had to do it over a Zoom meeting. My mother doesn't know how to set up a Zoom meeting. I had to set up a Zoom meeting for my mother to go to a passion party, which is messed up enough, but I'm a good son, set it up for her, wanted nothing to do with it. I left for a couple hours. 3 hours later, I come home, I walk in the door, and I hear the 4 most terrifying words you can hear after your mother has been to a sex toy party. I walk in and she goes, I got you something. I am like, Mom, what holy hell could you have possibly gotten me at a passion party? And my mother, my innocent mother, goes, no, it's nothing sexual. What it is and what it was were these fingerless rubber gloves with these bumps and ridges like on the palm, right? And my mother goes, no, it's nothing sexual. It's for when you're in the shower, and they're rubber so they don't collect bacteria, and the bumps and ridges are for exfoliation in the shower, right? I didn't have the heart to tell my poor innocent mother that she just bought her only child, her sweet baby boy, a pair of shower whack-off gloves. I still haven't told her. They're in my shower right now. It's disgusting. My shower looks like P. Diddy's freak-off room. It's disgusting. The gloves are awesome, I swear. I have no skin left on my... I knew you guys were... I love you guys. Are fun. You guys are fun. Any single ladies? Any hot single women in here? Yeah, we're back there. And you, oh my God, both of you guys are so sexy and hot. And oh my God, because my mom said I'd have somebody sleep over tonight. I'll take you back home to my race car bed. We'll make it happen. Let's do it. Yeah, all 3 of us. Yeah. That's great. I have a twin bed. This is great. I don't want to disappoint. Like I said before, I do have a girlfriend, but she passed away this morning. We're fine. For the sake of the joke, let's assume I still have a girlfriend. And my girlfriend, she's great, she's beautiful, she's Colombian. I don't know if any of you guys ever dated Colombian women. It's terrifying. They're mean. Colombian women are mean. You would date a Colombian girl, you never know you're going to wake up to the next morning. It's either Sofia Vergara or Pablo Escobar. Spoiler alert, it's Pablo Escobar every morning. We get along, I love her. One thing that bothers me is she refuses to speak Spanish to me in bed. I think it would be so hot, I would love it. She won't do it. I'm not even asking for much, just every once in a while. Just throw me a little, ay papi. Little ay papi, sprinkle it in every now and then. That's all I need, right? I don't need a script, I don't need dialogue, I don't need mucho gusto. Te amo, papi chulo. Right, just the papi, I don't even need the chulo, right? Because beggars can't be chulos. But I figured I know why she doesn't speak Spanish to me, because she doesn't want me to learn the language, because right now, her and her mother can talk about me while I'm in the room and I have no freaking idea what they're saying.
Yeah.
And I asked her about it, right? She's like, Mike, you're being paranoid, we're not talking about you. I'm like, your mother just pointed at me and said Gordo. I know that one. Now, we get along very well. Only time we ever argues over politics, we're very different politically. She's a very, very liberal Democrat, and I'm American. I call that joke, Mike loses half the room every time. But that's it, it's a joke. I don't do politics. I'm dumb. I don't even know politics. Like, a lot of people think I'm this big Trump guy because the way that I dress or the way I talk or a lot of the rallies I attend. No, I don't do politics. I talk about my stupid family. No, my girlfriend's cool. You know what she made me do recently? My girlfriend, she made me join a gym. I go to a gym now. I go to Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness is awesome, right? Because it's only $10 a month, so I never really ever have to go. Never feel obligated to go at $10 a month, right? Anybody go to Planet Fitness? Any Planet Fitness people? You guys ever go? You know, when I go there, I go the first Monday of every month is when I go. Pizza night. They have pizza night at the gym. It's a real thing. They have pizza night, and it's awesome, right? Because it's only $10 a month to go there. I eat $30 worth of pizza. I'm making $20 a month going to Planet Fitness. It's awesome. I got the platinum card because you can bring a friend, and I pretend to have a friend so I can eat twice the amount of pizza. It's awesome. I don't know. No, I have been losing